Alright, so jumping right into it, ladies and gentlemen, we have atsosoft.com that writes, Rockstar Games hacked. The GTA 6 storyline will follow the tale of a hacker who turns themselves in and finds honesty and redemption is more important than computer crime. Rockstar Games confirmed reports of sizable content leak where authentic. A hacker accused pre-release gameplay footage of the studio's upcoming and long-anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6. The developers say they are disappointed by the leak and will continue as planned with no real long-term damage expected. Okay, well that one wasn't, Alright, well here we go. Anyways, another article because that last article was incredibly short. The GTA 6 leaker might just be a 16-year-old. He is reportedly the leader of a group called Lapsus. The internet rumor mill is an overdrive after the GTA 6 hack yesterday. People have been speculating about the potential identity of the hacker. The latest rumor of the internet suspect the person behind the hack might be a leader of the hacking group going by the name of Lapsus. What's most astounding is that the leader of that group is allegedly a 16-year-old. Lapsus has been implicated in multiple hacks since the end of last year where they stole the data and tried to extort money by threatening to leak it. Their methodology is quite different from the traditional hacking group who mostly use ransomware. The group came into spotlight in December of last year when they tried to hack and extort money from multiple Portuguese and South American telecom media companies. They even attacked Brazil's health ministry. So my question is, how do you guys let a 16-year-old kid bring down a whole company? That's what I don't understand. And I think that Rockstar isn't taking cybersecurity very serious if they're allowing these kids to get on and basically leak their whole entire game. If it is true, that is rather embarrassing and calls for extreme measures done to security personnel and security measures, meaning that they need to get their shit together because that's ridiculous that a little kid could get into your guys' mainframe right like that. Lapsus has been implicated in multiple hacks since the end of last year where they stole the data and tried to extort money by threatening to leak it. The group came into spotlight in December of last year when they tried to hack and extort money from multiple Portuguese and South American telecom media companies. They even attacked Brazil's health ministry. Lapsus communicated the following through its Telegram channel as reported by Wired, that they were neither political nor sponsored by anyone. Their sole goal was just money. This was by itself a major operation, but their biggest attack, which would rattle the cybersecurity experts, was yet to come. In the spring of this year, they broke through the security of Vodafone, a British telecom company, Samsung, and Nvidia. They stole 1 terabyte of information from Nvidia that included sensitive info about the design of the graphics card, source codes for the company's AI, and login credentials of its employees. They began leaking the information on their Telegram channel. Just as they are doing with Rockstar Games, Lapsus threatened Nvidia with more leaks unless they paid their asking price. The group may be professional in their craft, but they still act like rowdy teenagers. They are reckless and disruptive. Charles Carmichael, Senior Vice President and Chief Cybersecurity Expert at Mandate, talking to Wired, said, "This group operates on street cred and clout, and victim company that wants to negotiate with them and may think about paying them likely won't get the outcome they're hoping for." So Nvidia was reluctant to meet their price. In the midst of their standoff, the group announced they had hacked into Samsung. They stole 190 gigabytes of info that contained valuable info about Samsung smartphones, like its biometric authentication. They weren't going to stop there. Going a step further, they even went after Ubisoft Well, honestly, screw Ubisoft, because Ubisoft is a pile of shit and I could care less about Ubisoft. But this time, the group wasn't as successful. Ubisoft security kicked and initiated a widespread password reset. They only managed to disrupt Ubisoft's operations slightly. Wow. That's saying something when Ubisoft's a piece of shit company and their shit has a fail safe, like a fail switch essentially, where Rockstar Games didn't even have nothing like that. So why is that a thing? I'm not exactly sure, but come on, you guys. The manner of the hacks and the use of telegrams by the alleged hacker in recent spat of hacks that targeted Rockstar Games and Uber gives credibility to these rumors. This is quite worrying trend for the cybersecurity community to delve into. Think a group of teenage hacks could hack this many big corporations. That's two in the span of a few months. Is the stuff of nightmares. Companies need to rethink their existing security policies and guidelines. Otherwise, groups like Lapsus will continue hacking them and to without any repercussions. Well, it's like I said, it's kind of embarrassing that Ubisoft, of all companies, which I despise Ubisoft, they just are not good at running their games, and they shove them full of microtransactions. Let's take a look at Ghost Recon Wildlands. Look how much of a disaster that game was. And for some, would even say, in my opinion, would even say Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which a lot of people like that game, but I heard there was boosters in the game that you could literally pay to get boosters to help you get through the levels faster. And Ubisoft is just going down this trend where they want to shove microtransactions in video games and so on and so forth. And their only good outlet game that they even have, in my opinion, it's not The Division, because God no, The Division, it could have been so much more better, and The Division wasn't. It was pretty boring. I think a lot of people agree. But it just goes to show you, though, that even Ubisoft seems to have their shit more in order than Rockstar, which Rockstar's supposed to be the underdogs. But I guess not. Even Uber doesn't have their shit together, it looks like. So, just something to keep in mind, that not every tower is invincible. Even the mighty can fall, and especially to little kids just hacking their whole system and basically leaking Grand Theft Auto 6. So with that said, that has been another article for you guys down in regards to Rockstar, giving you guys an update on that and who the hacker was. I'll see you all in the next video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. And thank you guys so much for tuning in this afternoon.